I love Alton Brown, so please join me as I cook through all 4 volumes of the Good Eats cookbooks. This week on the AB project...
3, 2, 1, and spin.
Ooh, orangeade. Heck yeah! I hope y'all are ready to get sticky because this week it's all about the orange. The whale really did say, Brianna, you're gonna get sick this week, but don't you worry because I'm gonna load you up with all the vitamin C in the world. Only 3 applications this week documented here in volume 3. Ooh, rare sighting of the short-lived long-haired Alton era. The recipes themselves weren't super complicated this week, but man did I have to juice a lot of oranges. I bought 2 bags of Valencia oranges in anticipation of this, and that wound up being just enough. The juice, which I like to pass through a sieve because I'm a psychopath when it comes to the pulp, is critical to not 1 but 2 of the applications this week. First up, the orange sherbet, which is one of my sister's all-time favorite desserts, so ubiquitous in our house that we just call it Sherby. In fact, when my sister was wedding dress shopping, the shop attendant brought out this gorgeous Monique Lellier dress that was a pale peachy pink color. As soon as she said that the name of the color was sherbet, I knew that was the dress. Now, sherbet means frozen dessert, which means we get to bust out the old ice cream maker. Making ice cream is one of my top 5 favorite things to do in the kitchen, up there with baking and frying. I have tried just about every style of ice cream maker, with my favorite being a super sweet holy shit self-contained refrigerator unit. Unfortunately, most of my worldly possessions are still in a storage unit from where I moved from Texas, so instead of my super sweet holy shit deluxe ice cream maker, I will be using this old school hand crank model that I got from my dad last Father's Day. While the Sherby sits up in the freezer, let's blend up a copyright-free orange Julius. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Time to make the marmalade. Now, I did try to use a mandolin to cut my oranges, but for whatever reason they just disintegrated, so I did switch over to slicing as thinly as possible with a knife. Most normal-leaning folks probably think of Paddington Bear when they hear the word marmalade, but if you're me, you think of this.
That's it, Mr. Giraffe. Get all the marmalade.
A little less than 2 pounds of oranges. A little more than 3 pounds of sugar. The lemon juice, the zest, the water. All must be thrown together in a pot before we get to the fun part, which is, of course, canning!
But canning doesn't sound fun, Bree.
Nonsense, Nisilo! Canning is not just one of my top 5 favorite things to do in the kitchen, up there with baking, frying, and ice cream making. It's one of my favorite things to do in general. Look at this. Spectacular, is it not? Time to taste all these orangey foodstuffs. Regarding the non-trademarked orange drink, it was fine. There was some kind of a bitter aftertaste, so it was definitely my least favorite. The sherbet tasted really nice, but it definitely had more of an icy texture than store-bought. My favorite was by far the marmalade. Even with 3 pounds of sugar, it wasn't too sweet. After all these oranges, I think I'm starting to feel better. See y'all real soon for part 8.